everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is McKenna. I am a freelance makeup artist and licensed esthetician in Iowa. As you can tell by the title, today's video is over my oily foundation routine. So let's go ahead and start off by zooming in on my face, and y'all are gonna see a lot of nasty stuff. So to start off with, like I said, I'm very oily skin type. Second issue is I have naturally very red / rosy cheeks. I have what's called telangiectasia. It is a minor form of rosacea, so it's pretty much just broken capillaries in my cheeks, and it can be very challenging covering it all up. So normally I do color correcting with green, but today's video does not even include color correcting because this
is full face and drugstore foundation routine.
Obviously, as you can see, I get some breakout. Now that y'all know all of my issues, let's go ahead and get right on into the video. Okay, so I have already moisturized and primed my face, but I'm going to show you what I used. I have been using this Limelight moisturizer. It is the Calm Balm. It has aloe and kendi oil in it. It is for normal / sensitive skin. And then to prime, I have been loving the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. And what I do is I push it into the skin, especially on my cheeks and my nose, because that's where I have the most pores and texture. I do this before I do my eyes, so then while I'm doing my eye makeup, it sets in. Then the next thing I would do after eye makeup is my under eye. So I use a combination of the Maybelline Age Rewind. As you can see, I am almost out, so hopefully it will last me for this video. And then I use a combo with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Porcelain. So first I start off with the Maybelline. I go right underneath my eye. I'm gonna try and get as much product as possible. So this I'm focusing more in the inner corner of my under eye. Kind of making like a little triangle. And then I take the LA Girl concealer. Use a lot of this just because, like I said, I'm very red on the cheeks, and this goes on the outer. My cats are like WWE wrestling right now. So then, now that I look like some tribal makeup going on, then I take a damp, this is a Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, and I start blending it in. I start on the outer part and then I work my way in. And I work it onto the nose a little bit. And I'm pushing it into the skin again, so this gives a more natural appearance. So as you can see already, it's such a good combination. Gotta get in the creases and then just blend out the edges. So then I'm gonna go ahead and finish highlighting. Yes, I go back in and blend out if the highlight, or excuse me, if it creases underneath my eye. And I like to do this before foundation, because then if I don't blend out good, then the foundation helps blend out a little bit. You could use either a sponge or a brush for this. I just prefer a sponge because I feel like it just pushes it into the skin better than a brush. Then I'm going to take the Tarte Pro Glow palette and use the shade Cream, use the cream shade, use the cream contour, which is in the color Shade. I'm using a small like eyeshadow or concealer brush, and I'm just focusing this in the hollows of my cheeks, in the corners of my forehead, and then down the sides of my nose. So then for the cheeks, I'm using a Morphe G1, I think. And just blending this up and back towards the hairline. Blending out the forehead. I kind of go in a circle. Then for the nose, I use the Morphe G41. This is like a very small, flat brush. It's perfect for cream products on small areas, so especially I like to cream contour my nose. Now that we are done doing the cream products, we're going to go ahead and do foundation. So I use both of these foundations, the Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir and the Milani Conceal Plus Perfect. So I do 1 squirt of the Milani and then I do 1 squirt of the Covergirl at first. And then if I need more coverage, then I have the opportunity to go back in and do more. So I just mix it in the back of my hand. Then I start dotting it all over. And then I go in with the flat side of the Miracle sponge, of the Real Technique sponge, and blend that out. And yes, I do go on top of my lips a little bit. Blending this in with the highlight under the eye and on the forehead. Then whatever I have left over on my hand, I just use up down towards the bottom of my face because that's where I have the most issues. Blending down slightly onto the neck to make sure it blends. Doesn't look like we are wearing a mask of foundation. Okay, then I'm going to reblend underneath my eye. And then for the under eye, I use a combination of the Nye Colorless Luxury powder and the Bedascu Special Healing powder. This powder will be your saving grace. It is amazing. It helps control oil in the T-zone. So right now I'm just dumping some of the Special Healing powder in the lid. Not very much though, about just that much. And then I'm taking the Nye Colorless powder and dumping some of that in the lid. And then I will take the damp sponge, the tip of it, and like blend it together in the lid, and then I have a bunch of it and I go ahead and bake my under eye and my forehead and anywhere else that I get extra oily. But anyways, it helps control oil. What else does it say? Oh, I'm using the lid so I can't read it. Doesn't clog pores. I don't know, it does help a lot to control oil. That's why I like bake everywhere with it. So then for the rest of the face, I use a combination of the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder in the color light medium, and again the Nye translucent powder. I'm going to use the lid of the Maybelline Fit Me and dump some color in there, and then I dumped some of the translucent powder. I don't like to use just translucent powder because, or excuse me, I don't like to use just the Maybelline powder because it's slightly not my color. So by mixing it with the translucent, I'm still getting the extra coverage with the Maybelline Fit Me powder, but not so much color. So then again, I take my sponge and I kind of like roll this all over my face like this. It's kind of weird. Really set the chin because I'm always like noticing that I'm touching my face, and it's mostly the lower part of my could talk. It's mostly down here. And so if you set that really good, it will help prevent the makeup from moving. I'm just gonna go ahead and roll this, any excess powder. I'm just gonna either push it into my face or roll it. Then I'm brushing off all of the powder for baking with a big fluffy brush. This is a Morphe MB1. This is huge. Then we're going to take the Kat Von D Shade and Light kit, and we're going to use this cool tone shade right there. I believe it's Subconscious, and an angled brush. And we are going to powder contour now. So I just focus this right in the hollows of my cheeks, not carrying it down too much because this is the contour. This is what mimics the shadow. So little baby circles going back into the hairline, on the corners of the forehead. Slowly bringing it down onto the forehead, because then we're going to go in with a bronzer and bronze up the face. So this will mimic a slimmer cheek when people look at you. Going back in with this fluffy brush and blending. Now for blush, I am using the Milani Blossomtime Rose blush. I love, love, love this color. And I'm taking a Real Techniques brush to apply that just on the outer apples of my cheeks and back into the contour. Then for bronzer, I am using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This bronzer is amazing. The price is amazing. It's an amazing product. It smells amazing. I'm taking this Morphe M528. It's like a dome type brush. And blending out the contour a little bit and onto cheeks into the blush. Up right here on the temples. Blending out the contour on the corners of the forehead. Circles going back towards the hairline and up. We don't want to go down. The last step for the face is highlight. So I've been loving this combination of using the NYX Away We Glow and the color Moonbeam. This is a liquid highlighter. I do 3 dots on the top of my cheek and find a clean side of your sponge and quickly, very quickly blend it out because it dries super fast. Tip of the nose, Cupid's bow, and then down the bridge of the nose very lightly. Then lately I've been abusing the Dose of Colors Desi X Katy Fuego highlighter. This is beautiful, and this I like to use a powder after a liquid highlight to obviously set it, and then I like to just focus this right here. Bring it up slightly onto the temples. Pretty much everywhere that we applied the liquid highlight, we're going to set with a powder highlight. I don't like to go too crazy with the highlight, like on the forehead and stuff, because I end up getting oily up there. So I stick to the nose, the tops of the cheeks, and the Cupid's bow. I really like to get the Cupid's bow poppin' and the tip of my nose. Now that the face is done, I'm gonna go ahead and finish my eyes and put a lipstick on, a lip color on, and I will be right back. Alright guys, well this is the finished look with all of my makeup on. Another important step to ensure that your makeup lasts all night and oil-free is using a setting spray. I love the Urban Decay Deslick setting spray. It does help oil control and it helps my makeup last all night, like all night, girl. So I just douse myself in this. I absolutely have been loving this routine, skincare and makeup wise. It's just all like working together, and it has helped me so much. So keep in mind, this is an oily / problematic foundation routine. So if you are dry skin or on the more dry side, this may not work for you. And if we do have similar skin types, then this may not work for you as well. Skincare and makeup routines are all trial and error, unfortunately, so you can definitely try out what I did today, and if it works for you, then great, I'm so happy. But if not, then go ahead and message me and I can try to give you other options. That is it for this video. If you enjoyed, please subscribe for more videos in the future, and I hope you have a great day.